The bot signal has appeared in the sky. Ladies, gentlemen, and every coordinate in between. Welcome to the bot signal. My name is RJ Redden. Entrepreneurs hire me to skyrocket their marketing because most feel like they're shouting into a black hole online. They can't get traction to save their lives. Many just sound like a carbon copy of everybody else. So, I create epic engagement experiences that get people to click that button, connect with you, and convert like crazy. Bottom line, if you want your business to soar, better take the woman in the cape. Hey everybody, welcome to the show today. I am, of course, RJ Redden, and today we're going to back up. We're going to talk about something that is a little bit more, little bit more of a perspective question than anything else, sort of a foundation. And I get asked this a lot. Of course, wanted to make it a little topic and bring it all to you, see what you think about it. So, why is engagement marketing so important? Why is it so important that I come and talk about it every single day? Weekdays anyway. Why is it so important to engage your people before they buy from you? Why is it so important? I'll tell you, the number one answer I have for this question is trust. Just building trust with people. There's no easier way for me to build trust with people than to let them know I care about them, to let them know I'm listening, to let them know that I hear them. There's no better way for me to develop that trust than start there. I mean, there's always the regular things online, right? There's always the regular, do what you say you're going to do, be there when you say you're going to be there, all of those kinds of things, some of which I'm a little better at than others. But for me, the easiest way to get to know somebody and to get them to gain trust is to let them know you're listening. Let them know you care. Stop treating them like a number. Stop treating them like a click. I don't count clicks anymore. I count how many meetings that I have with people that I have never met before. That's what I count. And that's what I love, because a relationship always evolves. A relationship always evolves, whether it's a business relationship, whether there's a transaction involved, or whether we just decide to become partners and work together for a while. For me, that's where the golden stuff is at. For me, a relationship, it's so much better to create one of those than it is to just rush everybody to the same, the same ending spot, no matter if they're ready or they're not. You know what? Sometimes people just aren't ready. It ain't the right timing. They need to do some stuff before they get to you. Do you still want those clients? Of course you do. Of course you do. When it's a funnel mentality, when all we're trying to do is race them through a particular set of hurdles so that they can pay at the end, and if they're not coming along, they get left behind, then that's what traditional methods get you sometimes. And that to me is a shame, because our businesses could be doing better if we were more mindful about engaging people. I need to work on this most, our favorite Facebook user says. Good morning. So the other thing, kind of a different answer to this question, why is engagement marketing so important? A different answer to this question is because when my dog's having trouble finding his spot on his bed, and so that is why the camera's shaking. I am not in the middle of an earthquake, people. No, it's the pup. Anyway, The second to the answer to the question is this: if you've got a proper engagement marketing experience planned out for people, then they might want to, you know, they could take many, many paths. They can take a big journey through your bots, through your videos, through everything. They can take a bigger journey there and sometimes just become convinced one day that this is what they need and make an appointment with you, give you a call. People don't have to go a certain path to make it all the way through the funnel. And that is a way different mentality than the normal, which is, got 100 people coming in, got maybe 2 or 3 people coming out of the funnel. That's what it normally is. And the answer to that question is more people on your list, right? To me, that's wrong. To me, it burns people out, and it burns people out on marketing. People run around with blinders on, and they're blind to marketing. They're blind to the stuff that goes down the side on Facebook. Their banner blindness. It's actually, look it up. They're blind to those banner ads. They go through life with blinders on. And it's not because they don't care about you and your product. It's not because they don't think that that might be a great solution. It's because it's self-defense. Just they need those blinders out of self-defense. They need to have that on in order to survive, their lives. We all get so many unwanted, untargeted, useless messages every day, day in and day out. If you ever surf the internet, you're going to get served a whole bunch of those things. And that's just the nature of the beast at this point. But how do we stand out from that? How do we make ourselves different? That's the question. For so long, I went live in hopes to connect and start conversations. Sadly, I was yelling into a void. You've taught me that first, you have to stir people's curiosity. You've got to make people aware you're out there before they will watch you or engage. It's true. It's true. And so many times you bring up a really great point, Teresa. And I'm assuming that's who you are. Yeah, my dog just jumped off the desk again. Anyway, Ranger just seems to be having problems settling this morning. Anyway, you bring up a really, really good point there. People have a lot of folks who have a lot of really good products and really good, wonderful ways to transform the world have problems putting themselves out there. It seems too prideful, right? It seems so egotistical. And the last thing we want to be are those egotistical, the bro marketing people that we see day after day after day, the people who write the clickbait headlines, the people who offer you their $1 million 17-step system for only $49.95. I mean, all of that, right? We don't want to be that person. But we don't ever see anything that's not that person. So we assume that you have to be pushy and aggressive to sell your ideas online. All right. Let's look at it a different way. Because I am not a pushy and aggressive person. I'll follow up until you physically tell me to go away, but I'm not doing it in the same way that other people do. I'm checking in on people. I am, how are you? I'm asking questions. I'm getting to know them and where they're at because they might be in a different place than they were 2 months ago. I'm doing this stuff in a genuine way that feels like me. I don't have to become the not me to go and do my marketing. So let's look at it in this way. Instead of the assumption I have to be pushy and aggressive to sell my stuff online, let's look at it in a different way. Let's say I have to, if I want people to gain relationships, connect with me, and convert like crazy, right? If I want people to connect with me, I have to let them know I exist. And after I let them know I exist, then I can connect with them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't I don't sell my stuff online. I've got stuff for sale online. Occasionally people buy it online, but most of the time I'm talking to them first. I'm figuring out where they are first. I'm going, okay, this person would be right for this first. So that so that it doesn't come out of the blue, so that it's not one of those, oh my God, you've got to buy this right now because this is going away in 2 minutes. No, no, it's not. It's just not. Um, for me, the way that I can be genuine, I said that little phrase, sell online. And it's like, and I know that a lot of people want to do that, but which is why I tend to get involved with coaches, course creators, and people of that nature, because it's, you sell wherever you sell, but they're in it not to, make $1 billion. Well, maybe some of them are. But they're in it to transform people's lives. They're in it to use their skills to touch people in a way so that they live differently and live better. Um, those are the kind of people that I want to work with. Absolutely. So yeah, before people will watch you and engage, stir up curiosity. Miss Teresa, if you would, tell me, throw me some ways that you're stirring up some curiosity, or throw me up some ideas on how you'd maybe like to stir curiosity. We'll chat about those for a few minutes. Why is engagement marketing so important? So, first of all, to build trust, to make sure that they know that you're listening, that you care, that you're not just another person trying to move a truckload of whatever you've got today and you've decided it's going to fit them. You know, and engagement is so important because at any moment, and if you've set your marketing up right, at any moment they could just make that decision and want to talk to you. All my marketing leads to a phone call. I don't care to sell my programs just to anybody walking by. I want to sell them to people that I know will be right for them, because I'm building my business. I'm in the first few years of my business. And what I want to do is build a foundation of people who I know I can serve well. A foundation of people who I know will talk about me when I'm not there in a group of people. That's how impressed they are with my services. Those are the kinds of people that tend to build a crowd. Those are the kinds of people that help me build my community. Teresa likes Instagram, likes posting images with content that helps them find solutions to the struggles that they face. But what I think I forgot was to ask questions as part of those posts to get feedback. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. The question is, first and foremost, they're free. But it's so interesting. It's so interesting. I ran my first, with help yesterday. Lots of help. I ran a Clubhouse meeting, and for those of you who don't know, it's a drop-in audio, iPhone only right now, coming to Android sometime. I hope they grab Android users soon, but I don't know. I don't have any idea when that'll happen. I ran my first Clubhouse, and it was very different. It was very interesting because it was more of a roundtable discussion than me, teaching something. And so, the more experience I get over there, the more fun it gets. But back to the point, those questions are the basis of creating that feedback loop. I always say questions are in the shape of a hook. They're also in the shape, sort of, if you have a little imagination on this, they're also in the shape of a feedback loop. And how many of us need feedback? You know? I mean, of constructive criticism, of course, when you're starting your business, but how many of us would love some feedback? And getting answers from people, crafting that into something else, crafting that maybe into your next step that they can take on the road. That is where it's important. Man, do I wish they would open up to Android. Oh, I know. I know. There are many people out there that are wishing that too. It is an interesting platform. And I'll tell you, it being audio only is a total next experience. It just really, really is. The fact that it's not recorded and that you can't chat on there. Um, whoa. It's pretty crazy next level stuff. It just, they've designed that experience around the voice. So there's a different etiquette on there. There's a different, way of going about things. And I just really appreciate I appreciate any well-designed platform because I'm a design person. And I know what goes into that, and so I do appreciate. But yeah, hopefully they'll come to Android soon. That's where I screwed up. Creating content is my wheelhouse. Oh, I know it is. I dropped the ball at the loop stage. Got to fix that. You know me though, I love conversations. I wish we could pop into your show. Well, you'll be able to you'll be able to pop in as soon as they open it up to Android. Or if you just find a stray iPhone and decide to plug it in and use it. Anyway, no, you shouldn't do that. Anyway, so for me, providing people a way where they can find out what they value is so different than the way that everybody does it, the way that everybody is taught to do that. It's and remembering that it's really a spirit of engagement, I guess. It's really a wish to connect rather than immediately convert everybody you see. Yeah, well, uh, I guess you could if you were selling t-shirts, but coaching is a personal deal a lot of times. Teaching is a personal deal. I know that when I was doing some teaching some years back, it was about being able to take a different path and explain things a different way to people. Always, if there's even a hint that they don't understand, don't even wait for somebody to say, "I don't understand." Think of a way on the fly to differently explain that, because the students are there, they want to get it, and you serve that in a way that they can understand. And so to me, that is the spirit that I take to my pre-clients as well. Can I serve this in a way that they understand? Is there a hole? On people's path in, is there something that is going to trip them up? So I love back and forth conversations. Yeah, you know what? So do I. So do I. Those are absolutely the best thing. So okay, hey, I'm probably gonna wrap it up for the day because I gotta go to Clubhouse in 10 minutes here and start another deal. I promise I will get back on scheduling these a little bit ahead of time. That seems to draw, more interest and more folks to have great conversations with, which I know is a good time for everyone. But I've been doing that class, I've been taking a day out a week and just filming. A lot of filming. Thank you to my students who are doing very well. And yeah. Also there is, something that I am putting out this week. It is about laser coaching sessions. Some people don't want to learn all the backstory of everything. Some folks don't want to, they just don't want to go into everything. They just want me to look at something or answer a question, and have some engagement strategy, some RJ point of view on what they've got going on. And so that is something. It's called the Skyrocket Sessions. Of course it is. Of course it is. And that is something that we are putting out this week. So uh very interesting. It's a year's worth, unlimited sessions. The only requirement is that when you set a session, I will always give you homework. When that homework is done, then you can schedule another session. That's the only limiter that we have. So those are going to be really interesting. Love the idea of that. I'm glad because it's going to be a really fun time with people, I think. um some people just don't want the context. I am a context person, and I don't normally understand why somebody wouldn't want the context, but sometimes people just need a pair of eyeballs. And so, you know, I'm willing to do that. So if you're interested, let me know. And or go to the skyrocketsessions.com, which is up and beautiful. And that's kind of what I know for now. So I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think we're going to talk a little bit about chatbots, kind of getting into some different uses of those. Of course, I will see you then. Thank you for coming today. My tribe is the best tribe out there. And with that, I'll see you in a month.